Okay, let's start the video. And tonight is the Mega Man and Powerball. For those of you guys who got the Invincible number chart, please follow the Invincible number chart and follow the breakdown. And please make sure to send me a picture of your winning ticket if you win, or send me the picture of your ticket so I know if you guys are using the breakdown correctly. We'll be using the Mega Man Powerball. These are 1, 2, and 3. And last week's Dster didn't do as well as the week before, but it still got 5 winning number. Remember, the 2 weeks ago, the Dster had all winning number for both games in one section of the Dster. That's how you hit. The jackpot is to focus on the center point of part of the Dster. But before we get started, you can subscribe, donate, share, and like my video. Email me for any lotto illustration by parts at hyper_links@yahoo.com. And you can donate by emailing me, subscribe, share, and like my video. And my system is not that hard to understand. The Dster is the mainframe. Without the Dster, you don't have a mainframe to pick your numbers from, then you won't have success rate of lower than 10% to even hit any numbers. You will need a lot of luck because the mainframe is where you pick. You don't want to pick a matrix with 70 numbers or 60 numbers. You want to pick a matrix with less numbers and still hit that jackpot. And always remember nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. And Invincible numbers goes by game. 5 Invincible number for Powerball Mega Man. 5 for your jackpot. Invincible number is the key to hitting that jackpot. You got to look at which Invisibles are due and play those Invisible numbers. And top 25 to 50 Invisible numbers by game for pick 3 and pick 4. And also by draw, evening, night, midday, and morning. Now, did a video on the cutting of tomatoes. You can watch that video. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't. And again, Tennessee did well on double down, triple down system for pick 4. Now let's get to the first 3 Dster for Mega Man and Powerball. Okay, I'm gonna change that. Oh, sorry about that. Not. Sorry about that. Let's make sure this is aligned because I just kicked the phone by accident. I hope you guys can still see it. A little bit crooked. Yeah, there we go. Still a little bit crooked. Sorry about that. Let's make sure this is aligned. There we go, a little bit light. We'll be using the Mega Man and Powerball, using the Dster system. Now, one Dster will do good, one Dster will not do good. You will need to see which Dster will do good and which Dster will not do good. You gotta look at the breakdown to see which Dster you want to use. And again, 4 on each side. We're gonna start with Dster 1, 1, 9, 9. 8, 0. And the next line for Dster 1 is 3, 5, 9, 6, 4, 0. And then the next one is 6, 4, 7, 3, 5, 2, 0. 5, 2, 0. And then last set is 1, 1, 6, 5, 2, 3, 360, 360. I think I'm going to keep this matrix. I like the 4 on the left side and the 4 digit on the right side format instead of having this over here. I like it 4x4. So why? Because the blue box is count as 1 digit. So 4x4. And this is Dster number 1. And from last week, one of the draw, if you look at the draw on Dster number 1, the winning combinations for Powerball was 23. If you were to use this Dster on last week's draw, you will see the result. So again, this is for this week's 23 would be right here. If you were to use last week's draw on the Powerball, 32 would be also right here. 33 would be also right here. 45 and 49. 45 would be right here. My cursor. And 45 would be also right here. And 49 would be right here, where my cursor is. And then 14 would be on the bottom. As you can see, if you use this Dster for last week's Mega Million or Powerball, you will hit all numbers in the Powerball. But the number was spread out, even though it was not in one section, it was spread out, it was still in the Dster. So I'm trying to find Dster that would have all the number in that Dster. 7. And for another game, we have 7. It was for Mega Man or Powerball. It was 7. 7 is not in the Dster. 31. 31. So this one is either for Mega Man or Powerball. It's one of the games. I think it's for Mega Man. So 7 is not in the Dster. 31. The one top part. 44. 44 not in the Dster. 45. 45 again. 45 right over here. And then we have 55. 55 not in the Dster. And then we have 19. 19 is on the top part. So as you can see, that this Dster did good for Powerball instead of Mega Man. Dster number 1 last week. And as you can see, you want to check which corner it hit from last week and compare to this, what you're going to pick this week. You don't want to pick the same coordinates again, especially not all 5 same coordinates. All 5 pairs of coordinates that are the same, nor 4. You want to keep it as minimal as possible. You can have 1, 2 pairs of same coordinates, but you don't want to have like 4, 5, or 6 pairs of same coordinates. That I'm guaranteeing you that won't be drawn. So you gotta find out where the hidden coordinates are from last week's into this Dster. Don't want to pick those same coordinates again from last week's to this week's Dster. If you pick it, then you have no chance of hitting that jackpot. So this is Dster number 1. We're gonna duplicate the number. And we're going to go into Dster number 2. I'm not going to spread that video too much. Like last time, do 1 Dster in every video. Maybe I'll get to 4 Dster, who knows. And Dster number 2. Dster number 2 will be keeping the same format. 2. We're going to delete this first. 2, 0. Not 2, 0. I'm jumping ahead too much. So since I'm jumping ahead too much, why not? Let's skip Dster number 2 for now. Let's jump ahead and do Dster number 3. So be careful. Do not confuse. This is not Dster number 2. This is Dster number 3. 2007-4. And the next Dster is 365. 365. 3, 5, 7. And the next Dster is 6, 6. 4, 9, 5, 1, 0. And the next one is 1, 2, 1. 0, 2, 1, 0, 9, 1. And this is Dster number 3. And let's see where the hidden coordinates are in this Dster. So for Dster number 3, second week of November, and we have the winning numbers for Mega Millions. Let's check that first. 7 on top row. 31 not in the Dster. 44, 45. 44 not in the Dster. 45 over there in Quadrant 2. 55 also in on the right side. Quadrant 1, 2, and Quadrant 4, and 19 also in Quadrant 4. So as you can see, Quadrant 4 has not of a big advantage once you move the axis to the right. If you keep it to the left, Quadrant 4 will have a big advantage, somewhat advantage. For some of the draws, it was Quadrant 4 that hit all numbers. Now when you shift it, the outcome changes. So now then Dster number 3 didn't do good for last week's Mega Millions, but let's see if it do good for this week's Mega Millions. So this one will also be used for this week. And let's look at the Powerball. 23 on top, 32 also on top. So we have two number all in Quadrant 1 already, 23 and 32. 33 not in the Dster. 45 is in between Quadrant only also. Uh, 49 in Quadrant 3. And we have 14 is in Quadrant 3. So as you can see, only one number not in the Dster. That would be 33. So far, Dster number 1 did good so far for Powerball. Let's duplicate the slides, and we're gonna use Dster number 2. Now go back to Dster number 2. When you go back to Dster number 2, you wanna make sure that Dster number 2 should be lower than Dster number 1. Now it's still at 1, 9, 6, 4. Now on the bottom we have 3, 6, 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 5, 3, 3, 5, 3, and on the bottom you have 6, 5, 4, 6, 5, 4, 0, 5, 0, 4, and then on the last set we have 1, 1, 8, 3, 8, 3, 1, 2, 8, 3, 1, 2, 8. So once again, you can see Dster number 2 and Dster number 1 is still in the 19,000 on the set 1. Ends up going to 20,000. Set 3 will start at the 20,000 on set number 1. So let's check the Mega Millions first. 7 not in the Dster. 31 in the bottom, or on Quadrant 1 also. Let's put it on Quadrant 1. 44 not in the Dster. 45 might be in the Dster. So as you can see, the blue box will be determined by the breakdown. Blue box will be determined by the breakdown number, and the blue box will be determined by the breakdown. That's how you pick hidden numbers, not in the Dster. 55 also on the bottom. So right now, the only number not in the Dster is 7 and 44. Now, for 19 is also in Dster number 1, quadrant number 1. So it didn't do good for Mega Man for first 3 Dster. So that means it might do good for this week's Mega Man. Who knows? And again, what number is not in the Dster? 7. So again, for Powerball, you have 23 not in the Dster, 32 not in the Dster, 33 not in the Dster, 45 on the bottom, 49 not in the Dster, and 19 on top. So again, Dster number 2 is the worst Dster for Powerball. So as you can see, that doesn't mean it's going to be worse for Powerball on this week's draw. It might do good. Like 2 weeks ago, it was worse for one draw, but it did very, very good. It was all number was in one section for next draw. As you can see, Powerball is better than the Mega Man using these first 3 Dster. Now, I have time to do another one. Let's just go ahead and switch to Dster number 4. I'll try to post the other 3 Dster in the next video, or 4. But these 4 Dster will be used for tonight's game. And I'm gonna announce the result after each draw as usual. If I have time, I'm gonna delete these numbers. Now we have 2018. It's going to 20,000. 4. And as you can see, 3693. 3693. 83. 83. 675. 675. 9 7 2 1 1 2 3 7 0 2897 2897. So this would be Dster number 4. Dster number 4. And the win number from, let's check the win number from Mega Man. 7 on the bottom. 31 on the top. 44, not there. 45. 45. 45 not there. 49 also not there. And 19. So the Mega Man, if you were to use these 4 Dster for last week's Mega Man, it did poor for the first 4 Dster. Did poor, but doesn't mean it's gonna do poor for this Dster, for this week's Dster. We're gonna have to check where the hidden numbers are, because the blue box can change the outcome of your picks. Now for Powerball, it's 23 and 32 was on the top 2. Then we have 33, 23 and 32. 33 not in the Dster. 45 not in the Dster. 49 not in the Dster, and then 14 also not in the Dster. So we have Dster number 2 and number 4 didn't do that good. I believe we didn't do that good with those 4 Dster. Dster number 4 and Dster number 2. And Dster number 4 didn't do good. And once again, check Dster number 2 because I erased the Dster number 2 right now, but you can go back to the video and check Dster number 2. So Dster number 2, once again, let's show everybody Dster number 2. Over here, since I erased it, Dster number 2. 19964 36135 36540 504 118383128. So this Dster number 2. So since I erased Dster number 2, now if you want to break down Invincible numbers, you can email me. So you can email me for Invincible numbers and combinations, playable, non-playable, and neutral numbers, and more. So can you email me for that? I'll be glad to send you the whole breakdown of the game. The Invincible number is the key. For those who got the Invincible, follow the Invincible number. That's the key. And if you like the video, please donate by emailing me, subscribe, share, and like my video. And email me at hyper_links@yahoo.com.